Hello and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Not long ago I had a chance to have a nice sampling session with three of my best beer friends, and we brought a variety of beers and had some wonderful beers that night, and among them was this one. It is called Side Project Saison de Fermier Pinot Noir Puncheons Blend Number 4, and this was an exceptional beer. It is a Saison, but it was aged in Pinot Noir barrels or puncheons. All right, well, briefly, Side Project Brewing is the side project of Corey and Karen King, and they worked in fine dining restaurants and became very interested in wine and beer during that time. And they moved to St. Louis in 2007, and in 2013 they produced their first Side Project beer. And then they opened their Side Project Brewing tasting room in 2016, and they've gotten quite a reputation, certainly throughout the United States. They're really a sought-after brewery. And they have 3 locations, and they're all in Maplewood, Missouri, which is kind of an inner ring suburb of St. Louis. They have the brewery, and they have a place called the Cellar as well, and another location called Pizza. So, and I assume they do serve pizza, and I assume they serve beer at all 3 locations. I'm not sure about the brewery, but you can try their beer there. And their beer is certainly imported in many places. It's imported into Japan. In fact, a friend bought this online through a Japanese distributor called Arome, and I'll put a link to Arome on in the description as well. Okay, so let's get into this beer. It was one of the best beers we had of the evening, and I want to tell you first of all what it contains, and then we'll talk about the evaluation, how we evaluated this beer. Okay, so this beer is a Saison, and it incorporates microflora from the King family's Missouri farm. So in other words, it has wild yeast. And it was fermented in and aged in Pinot Noir Puncheons for 12 months. It's a 7% Saison. And then it was bottle conditioned as well. And I'm not sure how long they bottle conditioned it, but the puncheon, what is a puncheon? A puncheon is 1/3 of a ton, T-U-N. What is a ton? A ton is 252 gallons of wine, and sometimes it incorporates other amounts, but basically I think it's 252 gallons. And basically you can think of it as approximately the amount of 2 oil barrels. If you've seen an oil barrel, you can get an idea of how much beer this was here. So it was aged in those. It has 1,965 ratings on Untapped, and the average is very, very high, 4.42 out of 5. Beer Advocate, 125 ratings, 4.46, even higher. That's out of 5. So very, very high ratings for this beer. So what do we think of this Saison Noir? Well, by the way, Fermier is French for farmer. So in other words, microflora from their farm, and Fermier. And blend number 4, I'm not sure what the other blends were, but certainly this was a good one. This was a very expensive beer. It cost around 7,000 yen. In U.S. dollar terms, around $45, $46. In euros, about 42 euros. So it was a pricey beer. What did we think? Well, the aroma was very, very huge sour fruit. A lot of tangy citrus kind of, spreading through the nose and the sinuses. It was hazy orange gold color. And the flavors had a lot of really, really good sour fruit, grapefruit. Someone else said apricot. I felt it had peach, perhaps. So it was, the body was creamy. It was fluffy. Really, this is a wonderful, wonderful beer, a Saison beer. So if you know what Saisons are, I mean, they're generally Generally good table beers, but specialists really pump them up, and so in this case 7%, and you can get all kinds of flavors, all kinds of aromas. They really are a special type of beer. American Saisons often tend to be on the sweet side, whereas Belgian Saisons, say for example Saison du Pont, tend to be dryish, and this one was kind of in between. It wasn't completely dry, and it wasn't overly sweet at all. This is a superb beer, and if you ever have a chance, I would say probably try anything by Side Project. They have such a good reputation. This is actually the first Side Project beer I'd ever had, so I haven't been to the U.S. for a while. But in any case, go out and try to find this one. Again, it's called Side Project. Saison de Fermier Pinot Noir Puncheons Blend number 4. An exceptional Saison, and I think we all gave it thumbs up there. Okay, well that is it for today. I hope you're doing well. Please do stay healthy. I hope you will subscribe to the channel and check out playlists of beers that I have. I've covered the Japanese beer scene as best I can, and I try to get the best of beers that are imported into Japan as well. That's it. Take care. Bye-bye.